We are back on the dispatch after a massive result on the weekend against Chelsea in the Premier League. You're here with Frimmy, and of course to my left it is Josh James. How you doing, man?
Yeah, I'm good, and it's another big week. I know they're all big at the moment, but I want to hear your stories from the weekend against Chelsea.
I did a few things pitchside. Once again, I was a part of Live from N5 with Adrian Clarkey as always, and then I did Tunnel Cam once again. Vibes were up. The weekend game was very eventful.
Yeah, and more to come as well. I mean, it's another big week, as I said, so we'll get into that. And we've got, obviously on the dispatch, we've got a few exclusives. We've got a bit of Martin Odegaard content coming out
Yes, we do.
Yeah, we can tease that. So yeah, plenty to get into today.
Yeah, of course, you're going to Brighton.
I'll be in Brighton
today.
A little bit later, and at the weekend, FA Cup tie.
Mansfield. Proper FA Cup tie as well.
Old school.
You been to Mansfield before?
No, the only time I was looking in history books that we've played them was at home, and it was nearly 100 years ago. So this is when you say, were you there?
Yeah, it's going to be brilliant. Listen, we've got so much to get into. So this is the dispatch, and let's get into it.
Rice's delivery again, and Arsenal have it in again. Jurriën Timber takes control of the London derby.
It is now 11 unbeaten games against Chelsea. That's actually quite a mad stat. I've got my own stats today.
Yeah. Where did you pull that one out from?
Listen, it's a good stat to know.
You know what, there's a few stats that came out as well we spoke about it last week about the goals we're scoring this season. We're 2 away from 100 now, and as I said last week, it's the best season we've had for goal scoring in terms of goals per game for 70 odd years. So on the pitch it is all working, and you were there obviously behind the scenes and around doing your usual stuff. I saw Tunnel Cam.
Yes, Tunnel Cam was great. Of course, it's always vibes, and it's always good to see how locked in they are when they come in as well. But pitchside it was buzzing. There's a lot of like former players or like people that used to play the game. That was about Petit. He basically stumbled on our Live from N5. I wish we were filming at the time, because he basically was getting walked over. I think he was going to do his like Sky media duties, but he stopped at us and we're like, hey, what's going on? Petit, what's going on? And he's just like, oh, am I not here? And he goes, no, yeah, you can be if you want. Just wait 5 minutes, they're still live. But yeah, that was hilarious. And then he went off. Gilberto was doing some links next to us as well. And then during our live broadcast, I think Freddie Ljungberg just walked around us. Yeah, didn't care. I was like, it doesn't matter. Freddie Ljungberg
absolutely can go where he wants.
But yeah, it was a lot of star-studded people around pitchside. I think Vieira was walking around.
He was doing broadcasts as well, because that's the other thing is like wherever you're watching this on TV, if you're at home watching it, you see what you see obviously, but then there's that sort of times 10 in the stadium for all the different broadcasters, the host broadcasters, and I always find it like fascinating if we're in the press box by the side of the pitch, you see the people like with the desks, and they've got 2 or 3 pundits, and you're trying, oh look, who's here today? Gio Van Bronckhorst, Robert Pires, and whoever. And then there's about 8 or 9 of those for a big game like on Sunday. There's loads of those desks along the side of the pitch, which you wouldn't see unless you're at the stadium, because obviously the camera just shows you the one that they're filming. But there's hundreds of people for a big game like that. You know it's a big game when there's like all those desks on the side. And it's you know, definitely as of how tight it gets to walk down that bit, because normally when it's not on the side of the pitch.
Because obviously they're on the pitch, and then they have all the cameras and all the staff, and you got
each one times 10.
You got to kind of squeeze through to get.
So you've got the lighting, you've got the sound, you've got cam ops, and then the presenters. So each one is like its own like production.
Yeah, man, it's incredible, and then sometimes you might get a stray ball hit you. Like a few of the balls came out to Clarkey, and Clarkey, rolled back the ears.
Still got the touches.
Literally nudged me out of the way. got in front of me, and then played it back to the Chelsea lot. So it was an incredible day, man. A lot was going on.
I want to ask you about last minute when
oh mate,
because watching on TV is one thing, because you can see he's offside, and there's a little bit of I hope he's offside, but when you're at the other end, because they turned us round, didn't they? So kick off, kick off, they obviously, we always kick towards the clock end, we tend to, and I think they won the toss, and they thought, let's try to disturb them and flip it round, but then wouldn't you want to kick towards
your fans?
It doesn't happen often, does it? It seems to be like a tactic. Tottenham used to do it all the time.
Yeah.
Sean Dyche's teams do it often. Next time I do Martin Odegaard's captain's notes, I'll say to him, does it
bother you? Yeah.
I mean, not that he'd admit it, I guess, because everyone's like, oh, we do that. But it doesn't say, I remember when I used to watch the games up in the seats of my mate, if we got turned round, he'd be like, right, we're winning today. That's annoyed them. That's annoyed them. They're going to get
They're trying to get annoyed as well. We're locked in now.
And I think those Tottenham 5-2 games, remember that? They turned us around and like, no, we're not having this.
Oh, so, mate, it might be a bad omen.
You know what? Maybe I need to look into that on the spreadsheet. And we've got a good record if we shoot that way second half. But
if they switch it.
Yeah. So you had to, I guess, run from one end of the pitch to the other.
Yes. So obviously I started off on this end and I didn't clock until, because obviously it's a big game. So when the North London Forever song comes in, I'm like singing it with the supporters as well. And then I sat down and I was like, why can I see David? Why is he here? I'm on the wrong side. And then I realised, okay, they switched us around. So I had to do a little jog round, get my little marathon on. And yeah, it's funny because as I was running past, you could hear a lot of supporters like, "You're going through me!" And there was one surreal moment. Me and Tara spoke about. Tara is one of our social camera. Oh, what's her?
She does a lot of short form stuff.
Short form stuff.
So you see her edits on TikTok and Instagram.
She said that it was quite surreal because as we were running, Bukayo was running down the wing as well. So it looked like we were like running.
Outpacing?
Yeah, come on. Yeah, Bukayo's got nothing on me. I wish. But yeah, we were literally running side by side with Bukayo as we were running to our seats. So that was quite surreal. It was quite weird.
So you basically, when you think there's a split second, or is it longer than that? You think, oh no, they've got a last minute equaliser.
Oh, mate, honestly, because obviously I'm on the opposite side of whatever Chelsea do on that end, and you see it go in the sky, it's all bobbling all over the place, and then it hits the back of the net and you're like, oh mate, these guys will brought it back, man.
They put the flag up late as well. I know you should be used to that, but that's the first thing you look over to and you're like, the flag's still down, flag's still down. It's like,
so honestly, I didn't know. So someone had to actually tell me that it was offside.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I was so head lost. Like I was like, oh mate, they've brought it back just in the final minutes, but luckily, it was rightly offside, and we got the job done. So
what are the vibes when you? So then after that, you head to the outside the changing room.
Yes.
Which, if anyone's been on a tour, they would have seen that because the stadium tours go around there.
Yeah.
So they can stand exactly where you stand, and they can film their mates or whatever coming through. What are the vibes like in that?
Oh mate, incredible. As always, like after big wins, they always come in. Like I said before, it's like, I want to be in the dressing room because I feel like that's where they really, really let themselves go out. But someone that always is up for it is Big Gabby. He doesn't care who it's against. Yeah, he's saying something or letting something out, and that's what we love to see, man. The vibes are good
because that's what people are looking for. Not just what the results are, but what the sort of body language is, and Mikel afterwards will always talk about, look, we've got to enjoy, when we win, we've got to enjoy this. And I guess as well, like given the nature of the win and, it's not over till the final whistle goes, a bit of relief as well in those celebrations.
And you can tell when the players came through the tunnel as well that they were just relieved to get it over the line.
Yeah.
Like we nearly, well, we didn't, but it could have been a different story at the end if Chelsea had equalised. And another big 3 points. We've got another big game tonight as well. So we just keep rolling. 9 games to go. Yeah. So we just got to keep going, and hopefully at the end of the season we have something to shout about. Tonight we have got Brighton. How do you feel like we're going to do in this game?
Yeah, well, I was looking actually at my spreadsheet as I like to do.
Okay.
Before every game, and there's a few big milestones coming up for this one. So. Someone we didn't mention actually talking about the Chelsea game is David Raya.
Oh man, what a performance from him. He made some massive saves.
He's been huge for us, hasn't he? Like from the word go, pretty much. Yeah. And he'll be making his 100th Premier League appearance for us. Wow, so a nice little milestone for him. He's got the highest clean sheet ratio and the best win ratio of any of our goalies that have made 100 appearances in the Premier League. So he's doing something right, isn't he?
David.
So he's going to be the 7th Premier League goalkeeper for us to get 100. Yeah.
Oh wow.
So.
Oh, here we go.
Can you? Quiz time. Here we go. I can see the enthusiasm in your eyes. Here we go. Quiz time.
All right, cool.
Right, here we go. Quiz time. Right, okay. Go on then. Who are they? Who are the big names? Obviously, they've all played 100.
David Seaman. David Seaman.
David Seaman.
David Seaman. Lehman.
Jens Lehmann.
Okay. Leno.
Ben Leno.
Yeah.
You're going for Ben Leno? Yes.
Yes, he played 100.
Yep.
Almunia.
Manuel Almunia.
Yeah, he played a lot of games.
Yeah.
Is that 4?
Got 2 more.
Petr Cech?
Petr Cech.
Okay,
Just got
yeah.
100 for us, yeah. One more. You're going to kick yourself.
No, I know it, Szczesny.
Yes.
Yeah, come on. He played a lot of games for us.
Yeah. He was so young as well when he came through. But yeah, I mean, David Raya's stats stack up against any of those. And another stat, as we're talking stats, Bukayo Saka.
Okay, I mean,
he's going to make his 300. This is in all competitions. So he's on 299. This is in all competitions. Yeah. 299 appearances he's made so far. So yeah, another quiz?
No, thank you. What place is he?
He's, I think he's a 52nd player to reach.
You want me to do a quiz?
Yeah.
51.
Just name the 51 before it. I mean, this is going back all time. So, I mean, it doesn't happen often, and more than 900 players have played for Arsenal, only 50 of them to reach 300 appearances. So I think, to give it some perspective, he's about to overtake Cesc Fabregas, just over 300 for us. Brilliant. And then more recently, players like Lauren Koscielny, Aaron Ramsey, those sort of players make 300 appearances, but you know, he's young.
Yeah, he's only 24, so he's got a long way to go.
He can get 400, 500, 600, who knows? And
crazy.
And again, his goal stats, he's on 78 goals for us, so he's moving up that sort of all-time goal scoring list as well. I've got my eye on that one as well. But yeah, so it could be a couple of interesting milestones at Brighton. Have you worked at Brighton before?
I haven't worked Brighton before, but I have gone as a supporter. I think I went 1 year. It was like New Year's Eve.
Yes, a couple of years ago.
I think we scored 4, and I remember. Martinelli scored, but Martin Odegaard made a ridiculous pass.
That through ball?
Yeah, like one-time smash through ball into him, and we were going absolutely crazy.
Yeah, that was a big win, wasn't that? It was 4-2, and again, well, you can see, I think you're right, it was New Year's Eve, so it was one of those.
The funny thing about that is that we're talking about the Chelsea game where I was this side, and I didn't know it was offside or not. I didn't realise how good of a pass it was, because we were facing. Basically, the goal was in front of us that Martinelli was scoring into.
Oh, okay. So he's passed it to you, basically.
So we're just like, okay, he just passed it through. But when I saw the replays, you actually don't. The technique that he puts into that pass.
It's first time pass, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's absolutely like insane. Like it's such a great pass.
Yeah, we've got some good memories there. I think over like the last few years. I mean, it's been great to get another victory, obviously, and we're playing at the same time as City, which is again that sort of mentality of like playing before them, playing after them. Does it make any difference? Yeah, they're
gonna have a game in hand on us for a little while. So
they've got a Palace game, haven't they, to play that hasn't been rearranged yet. So but I mean, I do mention all this when I speak to Martin Odegaard every week about how does psychology affect you, because I feel like our supporters are going through it like, oh, we're playing before, we're playing after, and literally they're like, well, we just got to play the game.
Yeah, we just got to win our games.
And they're so focused on like what the next game is, and just going into every game basically the same. is to win it. But maybe we can look a little bit further as well, because we've got Mansfield after that.
FA Cup, back in the FA Cup, and I love like the FA Cup for this reason, is that you can just basically be paired with anyone. And I've never been to Mansfield before. I don't even know the last time Arsenal have been to Mansfield. So it's just, these are the things that you love about the FA Cup.
It feels more like a third or fourth round game, doesn't it?
Yeah.
It's crazy that this game is coming in March, when we've spoken about it. It's like, wow, we've got Tottenham, we've got Chelsea, then we've got Brighton away, we've got Champions League coming up, and it's like, and you go to Mansfield. But I think that's good. It sort of changes the scenery a little bit as well for the players, and just keeps everyone switched on. I'm sure it'll be a chance to rotate as well. Some players that need minutes might get a chance. So from that point of view, it's sort of a bit unusual to have that in March, like this sort of time of the season where every game is huge. And this is a huge game, but we're going down to a League One side.
Where is Mansfield?
We're going up, we're going up to Midlands, sort of Nottingham way.
All right, okay.
So tonight, obviously, Brighton feels like we need an evening game win. The last few have been draws, haven't they, in evening games?
Yes.
So, again, it's this sort of does it matter when you even play the games? And the Everton game's been rearranged now, isn't it?
Yeah.
So it's all this sort of stuff about how that affects preparation, playing Mansfield early game away, and I guess it sort of doesn't really matter to the players. I don't know. It's like
I just feel like with the players, it's them. They say to themselves that we just got to take it game by game. Like if we start thinking about we need to do this here or do that there, or all that stuff, that's when it starts to get complicated. So you just play what's ever in front of you, and hopefully you can do the business.
Yeah, because it's more about that sort of gap, isn't it, between games when they'll have their plan, which I guess probably looks like 2 or 3 weeks in advance of match day -1, match day -2, and what their training is that day, and then that's all dependent on, is it Wednesday, Saturday, or Sunday, Tuesday, or whatever. So that's, I think, more what it comes down to, rather than who are we playing today. It's just like, well, we're going to approach it like we do every game. But it's another big one. And after that, Champions League.
Champions League, man, Bayer Leverkusen, and we've got quite a good draw. We've got a few good teams that I haven't been to Bodo Glimt before. That would be good if we did get them in the next round. Yeah,
I went there a couple of years ago for the Europa League. It was interesting. Again, something kind of like completely different. In the Arctic Circle. Artificial pitch. Maybe. I mean, we're getting ahead of ourselves. We've got to play Bayer Leverkusen.
I just want to say, with the Bayer Leverkusen draw, I didn't realise that it was so close to Cologne. Like, I have family in Cologne, so I didn't really know that it was that close.
Maybe you could do a little trip, a couple of nights.
Unfortunately, I ain't going this time.
Oh, you're not going?
Got a stag do. Yeah.
Oh, that's a good reason.
That is great.
Could you not have the stag do in Germany? You're the best man.
I'm just showing up, mate. I'm just going there to have a good time.
Yeah, I suppose you couldn't get away with. Could we have this stag do just outside?
Funny enough, the first stag do I'm going on, if we make it to the Champions League final, fingers crossed, I can't go. I've told him I'm not going to his wedding.
I was going to say, it's that weekend.
Yeah.
Every year we hear those stories of people like...
And it's crazy because I didn't know. We met at like a get-together the other day, and he was like, I just looked at the thing, because he's a Gooner as well, and his dad's a big Gooner, so he's like, he's fuming that his son's getting married in the Champions.
So you've told him, you said it flat out.
No, he told me. He was like, I will understand if you can't make it because obviously you're in the Champions League final.
You didn't even pretend see what I can...
Which I feel bad, but he knows.
Again, maybe we're getting ahead of ourselves. But the way with the draw is you can sort of map it out, and it's only human nature that, what side of the draw you're on. But you've got to get the games won, haven't you? So maybe we'll talk about Champions League a bit more next week.
One of my favourite bits of the dispatch is when you get the captain's call, you speak to Martin Odegaard. So what did you speak to him about?
So last week ahead of the Chelsea game, actually I spoke to him the morning after our Night to Belong ball, which he was at with all the squad. So fundraising ball hosted at Emirates Stadium for the Arsenal Foundation, and he was telling me about that because it's something... Gets to meet a lot of supporters, gets to raise a lot of money. It's a great cause, and they find out more about the work that the foundation is doing, because it's a night when it's a chance. We host it every year. A chance for the foundation to sort of highlight the great work they're doing locally and beyond, and again to meet up with his teammates. Mikel Arteta said it actually in his press conference last week. So they had a week off. Well, they had a week without a game. Players still got together, go to each other's houses for dinner, and so they obviously enjoy being in each other's company. And something like that is a different sort of environment. He spoke about that, but I expected to see you there. And,
listen, me and auctions don't go well. I'm not gonna lie to you.
You sound like you got a history.
That's not the reason. It is partly the reason, but it isn't. There was a leave-in do for one of our staff. Two of our staff, so I couldn't make it, but I can't go to auctions.
What's happened? It sounds like something you've either bought something.
So the last time I had been at an auction, it was the London Awards. I think it was 2023.
Right.
I think Bukayo had won, Martin had won. I think Mikel had won Manager of the Year as well. I think even Aaron Ramsdale got
a goalkeeper. Yeah, I remember that.
And it was a great night. Everyone got their awards, and I was sat at the table, and it was auction time. They were auctioning stuff for the charity, and it was a great piece, I ain't gonna lie to you. It's like a frame picture of all Mikel Arteta's shirts from his playing, I think his Arsenal playing
nice,
days.
that's a big...
Yeah, so it's like when he arrived, and then the last one was his... Every shirt that he had worn as a player.
Full size?
No, it's a picture.
Oh, okay. Right, okay. I was going to say, this is...
Yeah, there's a lot of shirts. Yeah. No, it's like a picture, and it was like... it's done in an artistic way, and had every shirt that he wore, and then the last one was his trademark manager's jacket. Right. And it's going up for auction. And then I've never been to an auction before.
Right.
Well, I've seen them on TV, so I kind of know how they work, but I'm forgetting where I am.
Right.
Yeah, I'm forgetting that a live auction is happening. So I'm sat at the table, and I've gone...
Are you with the players on it?
With I remember Aaron Ramsdale was there.
Okay.
I think a few of them had already left. So I'm sat at the table, and my nose is itchy.
Right. I think I know where this is going.
So I'm going to scratch my nose. And they go, 20 grand over here, and turn away. Yeah.
What, they pointed to you?
They pointed at me and said...
you're bidding?
They pointed at me and said, 20 grand over here. Josh.
You got worried.
I would have ate the table.
I thought you were going to say the players on the table were sort of egging you on to bid for it, but you did bid for it.
Yeah,
you just didn't mean to.
Yeah, and I remember
how much?
£20,000.
Yeah, you can cover that.
I remember Aaron looking at me like, you got £20,000. It felt like an hour. It was probably like.
So you're looking around saying someone else bid.
It's probably like 5 or 10 seconds. Someone else.
But that's
But it was a long time.
Someone did outbid you.
Yeah, definitely. Someone had to. I would have grabbed someone's hand.
And then you just sit on your hand. You're like, I am not moving.
I'm not moving. I was like, it's all done. And the thing is, once you've won the bid, they come to you so quick. Like they're like, okay, so how you
transfer, bank transfer.
Yeah, and I would have, I wouldn't know what to do. Someone else was buying it. I'm telling you that for free. So I would have lifted up someone's hand.
That is terrifying.
So I've never been to an auction since.
Yeah, probably for the best. If you did have the unlimited riches, I know you probably have.
Mate, the next auction I go to, the highest limit is a £5.
I was going to say, in a dream world where you've got I'm giving you more than a £5.
Okay, cool.
Some Arsenal merchandise comes up, some Arsenal memorabilia maybe.
What would I buy?
What would persuade you to? Are you much of a memorabilia collector? Have you got much?
Oh yeah, I've got a few shirts hung up. I've got one from the season. It's the season where we beat Tottenham 3-1 with Bukayo and Smith Rowe.
Yeah, I've got to try to remember all these victories over Tottenham.
I know it's a lot. But yeah, I've got every player signed from that season hung up.
Nice.
I got given, there's a picture that was hung up at Highbury House, which was given to me, and it's like Henry and Bergkamp when they have the trophy. I think it's just a normal, but it's just in a massive frame.
Okay.
It got given to me.
Is that on display? You got that?
It's too heavy. Yeah. I tried to hang it up, and every night you hear. So it's just basically people that.
Yeah, just rested on the
side. So so I've got 2 of them hung up. If I wanted, it would have to be the gold.
The gold kit?
No, the gold trophy.
Oh, okay.
You said I've got unlimited money.
Yeah, okay, fair enough, yeah. I think there's only, Arsene Wenger's got one, there's one on the board. But
that would probably be one that I would go for.
Fair enough. You see, I haven't got much memorabilia. The thing with these shirts is they're huge. They take up.
But also, you've been so you must have something.
Yeah, I did used to collect like programs and magazines, but there was just so many.
Yeah,
they seem to take up a lot of space. But I've got. I think probably the only thing really I've got is 2004 Invincible season.
Okay, yeah.
Beat Leicester.
Yep.
At home, last game of the season at Highbury.
Oh, really?
All the players getting a trophy, photos, bottles of champagne on the pitch when it's a spray. I've got an unopened one of those from, and it says Champions 2004.
Is
it? So that's quite a nice piece.
That's sick.
That's about it, really. I've not really got much.
Is it one of those? Is it say champagne?
Well, I don't know what's in it.
Yeah.
I don't know what's in it. I'm never going to open it, but it sort of says whatever Barclaycard Premiership champions on it, and I'll show you a picture of it. But,
brilliant.
But yeah, I don't know if like what would, because we run a feature in a matchday program every game where we get a collector and they've got their collection, and some of them are unbelievable collections. They like every shirt, literally every shirt from whatever 20 years, or it can be. We had someone just collected socks. Just wanted socks.
Oh wow!
So they've got this amazing Arsenal sock collection. But there's so much out there. Because I was here when we left Highbury to come. They auctioned off loads of stuff then. So like all the signage around the stadium. You could buy. I bought a bit of the pitch actually. I did buy that.
I remember when I was doing that, but I was too young to afford it. So I was like, I really wanted that.
Yeah, I got that and put it in my back garden. Looked after it as the best bit of and then we've moved house since then. So
someone has Highbury.
And when we were selling the house, I was telling them they could not care less. They were like,
cool.
What's Highbury? And I'm like, oh my God, I have to dig this up.
So we're gonna put concrete over this anyway, so I don't know why you're telling me.
So
brilliant.
Yeah, but so next time I go to an auction, I'll go with you, and then you can just bid for it on my behalf.
I'm not going to any auctions.
Get an itchy nose.
Oh man, that was honestly one of the worst and best days of my life, actually. Good story to tell.
Probably for the best. Yeah, you weren't there, but we started off speaking about Martin Odegaard in this section. And actually, talking to Martin Odegaard, we've got a nice little exclusive for the Dispatch this week, because there's a new feature coming out. I can't give away too much.
Okay,
But tomorrow, so Thursday, this will be landing. It's something that's been in the pipeline for a long time. It's a great feature with Martin. So we've got a little teaser.
Okay.
Which should hopefully explain a bit more than I'm doing.
Right, let's have a listen.
Martin, how are you? Thanks for coming to Highland. Good to see you. Boys, introduce yourselves.
I'm
Martin. Hello. Hi.
Maxie.
Okay.
Yeah.
Martin. The captains.
Yeah.
The captains, the leaders of the group. That's the most important thing, yeah?
That's cool.
Setting the standard. This is the coach's office.
Not just about the players, but also like players, staff, everyone working at the club.
Good. Okay.
See? Good job you were late for your meeting.
Josh, we've got through a lot this episode, man. A lot of things have been happening, but I know we haven't really spoken about the women this episode. That's because they are on their international break, but they do have some big games in the future coming up.
Yeah, March is looking big. They'll be back on 15th of March. London City Lionesses away in the WSL, and then 3 big games at the Emirates. All London derbies as well. West Ham, Chelsea in the Champions League.
Big one.
Over 2 legs, obviously, the Chelsea one. And then after that, we've got Tottenham at the Emirates Stadium again.
Yeah.
So 3 big games. Tickets available for all those games, as usual, on Arsenal.com. And today, Wednesday, tickets, I believe, are just early bird tickets. Just gone on sale, or if not now, then certainly later today, have a look on Arsenal.com for the Everton game, which is the last home game of the season in the WSL, so Emirates Stadium. Get your tickets for that.
Make sure you're there, guys.
Absolutely.
And that's all we have time for. Listen, guys, it's been a great episode today, but if you're not subscribed, make sure you subscribe to wherever you get your podcasts, and these are being filmed, so you can see us visually. Yeah,
absolutely.
So you can head over to
our new mics.
Yes, I didn't even talk about our new mics. It's great, man. I absolutely love it. Make sure you head over to YouTube, where you can see us visually, or Arsenal.com, where you can also see the footage there. So until then, take care, and we'll see you next week.